Hey sports fans, here's a tip to keep in mind the next time you make your betting picks. According to research, home field advantage is no joke, especially in those playoffs. In the NBA and the NFL postseason, the home team typically has a 64% shot at victory. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the games start so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're gonna go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's gonna help me get the job done. There is not gonna be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
And welcome in. It's in-game live game day on a fabulous non-football Friday. Scott Wetzel, Dave Sharapan for the next glorious 2 hours, right up until 10 p.m. Eastern time, watching, analyzing, betting on the world of sports. No football. No, still pretty sad about that, but it'll get there sooner or later. NBA, NHL, baseball, SGPs, black clouds, 5 on the line, trends. We got it all over the next 120 minutes, Dave. What's going on, my friend? How are you tonight?
Oh, I'm good. Good to see you. It's nighttime in Pittsburgh behind me, as it is every time I'm on here. Home opener in Pittsburgh today. Just get this right out of the way before you ask me about it, what I thought about it. We can talk about our favorite memories of going to home openers. I used to go and freeze every year, but me and my dad and my brothers, whomever was, went. I went when I got into college, and I went before I left the city for Curacao. It was a cold day today in Pittsburgh. It wasn't great. They lost 9-4. But people showed up in Yankee jerseys with the number 30 on the back, and the team name or the name said Skeens. That was a low blow. That was a low blow. Aggravated all day when I saw it. It happens. But I'm good. Other than that, I love the baseball season. We'll be here every night doing this. In-game live. Game day. Baseball betting in-game is fun. I like it.
Yep.
We got NBA. Did you see the schedule today with the NBA? I mean, like, if you found some games today on the trends,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, because there's a tough road to hoe today in the NBA.
Getting more and more, the lines on some of these games are getting crazier and crazier. Just ridiculous. I will say we didn't get this trend out there, but it's coming true again tonight so far, because the game is already underway. And when we do our trends, like I said, we try and stay away from games that are already in progress. Sometimes you can still bet these things, but if we can avoid that, we do. But anyway, one of the trends, Dave, interesting, the boys on the podcast made note of this. When the Celtics lose, last 16 losses, the team total who they play next is 13-3 under. And
Whoa.
2 of those losses were they actually lost back-to-back games, which means for whatever reason they really weren't focused. But when they lose, they play basically Celtic basketball the next game. 13-3. The over-under tonight was only 105.5 with the Phoenix Suns. 31-22 after one. Phoenix only has 22 points. Not a bad trend.
Not a bad trend at all. No. Well, you better
So
get to it.
you got to dig deep.
Let's hit them with this, what we got at the top of the show every day in the first segment. You got these fabulous, what do we call them?
5 on the line trends, best trends of the night. Here we go. All right, a couple of these games. First off, I will say 4-1 last night. Another 4-1.
Yes, sir.
We're 40 up, 25 down. Chattanooga covered again. They end up winning outright. We'll get into that game. What a joke the NCAA is turning into. UC Irvine should have won that game. Kings beat Utah. Edmonton beat San Jose. St. Louis beat Pittsburgh in overtime, and then the only loser was, unfortunately, Vegas over Winnipeg. So 4-1. So 40 and 25 are the trends since we doing this about a week or so ago. Another best trend did hit with Pittsburgh or St. Louis winning in overtime. Yep. So here we go. That was yesterday. What do you got for me today, Scott? All right, number 5 on our 5 on the line. Little baseball action. First pitch getting underway in about 2 minutes. Texas Rangers, dating back to last year and 2 years ago, 10-1 against the Tampa Bay Devil Dogs. They've beaten them 10 of 11. So where are we going? Let's go Texas. Minus 130 tonight at home. Season home opener for the Rangers as well. Laying only a $1.30 against Tampa Bay. So Texas minus the 130. Like that.
I like it. That's what we needed a baseball play in there. So that was good. We had to get that baseball play in there. Keep going.
Got a second baseball play for you. Number 4 on our hit list tonight. How about the Cincinnati Redlegs? The Reds have gone 29 straight. I think I wrote 28. 29 straight scoreless. Yeah, 29. No, 28. My bad. Three straight games, and then the 1 inning in the 4th game of scoreless baseball heading into tonight's game. 28 scoreless innings. I mean, so where are we going to go? Got to go under, right? 3.5. Reds at Milwaukee Brewers. I don't care if Mr. Magoo is pitching for the Brewers. This team, they couldn't score with a $20 bill and a cheap Brockwell house. With a Lamar Odom IOU in the back pocket.
How do you manage to work that line into the show every night? This is crazy.
One of my favorites.
The Reds joined the Phillies in 1960 as the only team in the live ball era to lose 3 consecutive games by a 1-0 score. I had that one sent to me personally. Keep going.
Nice. Like that one. All right. Number 3 on our hit list. Back to the NBA we go. How about the Dallas Mavericks? 11-2 over their last 13 games, taking on the LA Clippers tonight in Los Angeles. AD back in LA. Now he's taking on the Clippers, not the Lakers, but this is his first return back to LA. 11-2 last 13. Clippers have turned into an over machine as well. So where are we going to go? Over. There you go. 226.5. Dallas against the LA Clippers. Why not? The numbers are coming way down.
Just what we needed. We needed a late NBA game to root for. That's perfect.
Right.
Add that to the list. Over. Good. Keep going.
Got another one late night. NBA, number 2 on our hit list. How about the Denver Nuggets versus the Golden State Warriors? Now, this line has flipped a little bit, but as you see there, the Nuggets 3-13 against the spread their last 16 games. And a lot of those were just outright losses, even as favorites, really at home as well. This one, though, on the road. Golden State, big game last night against the Lakers. I get that. Check and see who's playing, but trends don't care about lines, and they don't care about who's in and who's out. It's just the trend. 3-13. No way I'd put my hard-earned American money on a team that's 3-13 against the spread. So where are we going to go? Golden State. Says minus 1.5, but I see on FanDuel they're actually +1, Dave, against the Nuggets now.
Yeah, the steam has come on Denver for whatever reason. They're minus 1.5 pretty much everywhere. So if you're taking Golden State, you're actually getting 1.5. Off a back-to-back, that one I'm not sure about, but might be a move with the lineups. Who knows? It worked out okay. If you faded the Knights yesterday in the really good number, you got the best number in the world. It didn't get there as they got shut out by Winnipeg. So doesn't always mean you're going to win, but that's a good trend. What's number 1, though? Please give it to the people.
All right, this leaves us with only one. Since we've been doing this, the number 1 trend has hit every single night. Where are we going to go? NBA. It's the no-brainer of all no-brainers, folks. I don't care who they're playing, where they're playing, why they're playing, what the line is. OKC 11-0 straight up and against the spread. They have won 11 straight against the boys in Vegas. And you know the greatest sports axiom of all time. Winners bet with streaks, losers bet against streaks. So where are we going? That's right. OKC laying 6, although FanDuel's got it at 5.5. So it's going in the opposite direction as well. This one as well. That's fine. Let it get down to 5 for all I care. OKC laying 6, we'll say, against the Houston Rockets on the road.
Yeah. Every book in the world on planet Earth, even on Mars tonight, needs against OKC Thunder. So good luck. I got the hat on. That's number 1. There's Golden State, the Clippers and Dallas over. Cincinnati, Milwaukee under 3.5 for the first 5. Texas Rangers. All right. Let's hope that's another 4-1. I think that's a 4-1.
Which one do you like the best?
A baseball. Texas Rangers.
Baseball, of course. There you go. All right, more coming up.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity. I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this once? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The Early Line, only on SportsGrid.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the game starts so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
Did you know sportsbooks tend to draw up tighter bet lines for events that get even more bettors, like championship games or major matchups? My tip? Try betting on less popular sports. You might have a better shot at beating those odds. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
And welcome back in-game live game day on the grid. And then there were two, Mr. Sharapan. Before we came on the air, action already tonight in the National Hockey League. Excuse me. As Alex Ovechkin already scored tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks. So he's now 2 away from setting the regular season record, not the real record, but the regular season record. Most goals in a career, obviously, with Wayne Gretzky. How about that? The guys were telling me, I didn't see before the game, but they said his to get a hat trick tonight, which obviously would tie and then set the record.
Yep.
Only 25-1. I did look it up. Now it's only 7-1 for him to get the hat trick tonight. I mean, they don't want any more Ovechkin money, right? I mean, that's as clear as day.
Realistically, I guess, you know your customer. So that price is so short. Even at 25-1, you should be a lot higher. Guys get 1 or 2 hat tricks a season. There's 82 games in there. I mean, other guys are like, 75-1 and 80-1, 60-1, somewhere in that neighborhood. So yeah, Carver and I talked about it this morning on the NHL show, and that was what the price was this morning. This is fun. I mean, this is good for hockey, and they play the Islanders on the road on Sunday. Does it get past Sunday, Scott? I mean, he's got a goal tonight. Capitals were huge favorites. I mean, with that thing closed, let me double check before I speak out of turn. That game closed tonight. Washington minus 400 in a hockey game, as high as 420. So, I mean, it's tied though. Actually, the Blackhawks are leading 2-1.
Yeah,
you can lay minus 140.
You still have to lay minus 140. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Despite being down 2-1 in the second period, no less.
Yeah, we've done this before.
This, though, I didn't think the guy would get it this year. I really didn't. Though, he's scoring goals like it's no big deal. I mean, if this guy didn't get hurt, and miss about 30 games, 25, 25, I don't think 30, but 20, 25 games. He's got 39 goals. Well, he's got 40 now. He's got 40 goals, and the guy's missed 20 games on a season. He's on pace for another 50, 55 goal a season. The guy's 39 years old. I mean, it's crazy what this guy is doing. 59. I mean, if he was a Yankee, we'd be saying steroids. I mean, there'd be no two ways about it, right?
Drafted in 2004, right? He's played 59 games this season, 39 goals going into tonight. Super impressive to be able to do it at his age. He's one of those guys that just has always continued to show up and been one of those, I mean, people, leaders, whatever it is. So this is cool. And Washington's still playing for the number 1 seed. Like we talk about it every night, the standings are fluctuating. So this is good. This is good. I don't have a Caps jersey. I never did. Caps are one of those teams that, I never did. Yeah. A Penguin guy, like there's certain teams, it paid me to get a Yankees jersey back in the day. Yeah. When I finally, got into all this, I was like, you know what? I guess I'll get a Yankees jersey. But would you get a Yankees jersey with a name on it if you had it? Because they don't put the names on the jerseys. If you're gonna mock like Paul Skeens being on the Yankees, and if Vinny can find that and maybe pull it up, that would be great. There it is right there. Yankee fans trolling Pittsburgh, showing up on home opener night with Paul Skeens jerseys on. I wouldn't wear anything. That's not right at all.
That's just not. Let the poor guy have at least a couple of years in Pittsburgh before you say. And besides, he'd be going to the Dodgers. He's not going to go to the Yankees. The Yankees aren't the Yankees anymore. Sorry, I hate to break it to you, stanky fans, but George is 6 feet under. The Dodgers are the new Yankees. If he's going to go anywhere, he's going to L.A. They're not going to let him. Could you imagine L.A.? If Skeens remains Paul Skeens, right, and is as good as it appears like he's going to be, can you imagine him on the Dodgers with Ohtani and Betts and all the other guys?
No, stop. I don't want to think about that.
Bro.
No, I don't want to think about that at all. We don't need to think about that right now. That'd be terrible.
They'd be like the Harlem Globetrotters, right? They would be like the traveling sideshow. They would be like I wonder. I'm sure someone will keep track of this. The percentage of increased attendance when the Dodgers are in town. Every single team was going to get a bump up of 15,000, 20,000. You wait and see, right?
Easy.
Maybe not 20,000.
Easy. I did it a couple times on the road last year. It's a buzz. Like there's a thing about it. Now it used to be like this with the Yankees. We would go see the Yankees play on the West Coast from Vegas. I would go out to Anaheim and see them play. And when they played the Dodgers, when they finally started the interleague, we went and movie stars were there. I had better seats than Tom Cruise.
Wow.
Tom Cruise it was incredible. Like they were all out. It was a Sunday night baseball game. It was fabulous. I have pictures that are just ridiculous. So, wow. And you're in New York and you're saying the Yankees are done. It's not the Yankees. Would it be the Mets? No. We got some Mets people here.
That would be maybe the Mets. Yeah.
You keep
maybe
his beard.
More so the Mets.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about the Dodgers, Dave? I brought this up on the podcast. I get it. They spend all this money, right? But and the pitching staff is a little different. But their everyday lineup, it's not like the greatest thing. You know, we're not talking about the 27 Yankees and their 75 Red Sox here. I mean, okay, you got Ohtani, great player. You got Betts, great player. And then you got Freddie Freeman, great player. But then after that, it's Hernandez, Will Smith, Rojas. I mean, those are like decent players, but there's nobody. It's not an all-star after an all-star after Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer. Now, pitching staff's a little different, but they're just doing what they're supposed to do. Here in New York, we've seen this for decades where the Yankees would spend $1 gazillion and these guys would never live up to the back end of the bubblegum card, as the saying goes, right? But the Dodgers players, they're not like Hall of Fame players outside of those top three, but they do. They are hitting to the back of their bubblegum card, and that's what makes them so good.
Think about the Yankee teams that really started winning in the late 90s, right? Like guys like Scott Brosius, Paul O'Neill, right? They filled in spots and showed up every day. They won a lot of games.
Yeah. We'll check the baseball board when we come back.
We all know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino. But playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour. But online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions. 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that ring. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of
18.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
And welcome back. It is In-Game Live, GameDay on the grid. Scott and Dave, hour number 124, past hour number 1. So you know what time it is. Time for a little SGP same game parlay time. Here we go. Little SGP will go to the hardwood. One of the marquee games of the night. We'll see who's actually playing, who's not. But Golden State at home against the Denver Nuggets. We're going to grab Golden State. Again, the line that I got was -1. They're now getting a point and a half, depending on where you do your shopping. That's okay. I still think they're going to win. Barring Steph Curry not playing and he's playing. Otherwise, they would be a huge dog. I'll take my chances with Golden State at home. We gave you the lines with Denver, 3-13 against the spread. All 5 starters for Denver sat out last game, so who knows who's really hurt, who's ailing, whatever the case may be. But let's go Golden State -1. I'll take Steph Curry, 25 points or more. He does that in his sleep. 4 threes. They actually bumped it up 100 points or so. If he gets 4 threes, he's getting 25 points, right? So 4 threes for Steph. The Joker, a triple-double. Again, remember, he had off. Michael Porter Jr., 15 points. He had off. The whole freaking team took off their last game. So I'm guessing they're going to really be pumped up to play. Triple-double's not out of the ordinary for the Joker. He gets them every other game, basically. They're giving you +145 on that. Porter can get 15 points. Add it all up, and it's a nice over 9-1, almost 9.5-1, +932 when I put it in earlier today.
All right, so we need Steph to do his thing.
Right.
Oh, I hate to do it like right off the bat, but I mean, I like the other side. That doesn't mean this is going to win or not going to win. I like Denver in the game for whatever reason. But the back-to-backs, it's hard to say. Triple-double plus money for Jokic, that's unusual. That's a good price. I think the Porter one should be good. So we need Steph. This will be. I don't want to say this will be like a statement game for either team, because you can see now that certain teams are just getting ready for the playoffs. They don't care if they're the 3 seed, the 4 seed, the 5 seed. It's painfully obvious. But Denver, after the way they lost that last game and all the points and everything that Jokic had, I feel like they got to win this game tonight. And Golden State's been great since Jimmy went. I mean, they did it last night. That was one of those games I thought meant more to the Lakers, the way that they're going and where they're going to end up, and they lost at home game. So Golden State holds court at home. This should be good.
Golden State 19-4 since Jimmy B joined them.
Damn.
Him in the lineup. 19-4. I mean, you're talking about a turnaround of multiple. This would be a statement, right? You beat the Lakers. Now you're not playing OKC, but still, you're beating the Lakers and Denver back to back. Kind of showing the rest of the Western Conference, like, okay is one, but you know what? It's not Denver, it's not the Lakers, it's not the Clippers, it's not anybody else. It's us. That's number 2 on the list. That's what they could do tonight. I think they win. I mean, I will say they're questionable to play, but everyone's questionable in the NBA. So, but Curry and Jimmy B, pelvis for Curry, forearm for Butler. Roto World's got him down as questionable. So, I think
Western Conference list is pretty impressive at the top.
Yeah, it is.
There's a team at the OKC Thunder are minus money to win the West. It's going to be a gauntlet. Now, their road is going to be easier because Denver, the Lakers, and Golden State, 3 of them are going to have to beat each other. So their road's going to be a lot harder. I think that'll flip. I think you'll see Golden State ahead of the Lakers by the time the playoffs start, especially if they win that game tonight.
Yeah. Lakers got 2 games back-to-back at Golden State next week.
Yep.
So, they're losing at least one of those, if not 2. I was telling a guy in the podcast, Rafi Tickets, our ticket scalper, who's a big Lakers fan, and he was talking about the Lakers finishing in the number 2 spot and 3. And I'm like, Rafi, you better be careful you don't fall into the number 7 hole. You don't want that. You don't want to get the play in. Yeah. They're only a game and a half up on Minnesota. The Teacups are playing great basketball. Unless,
yes, they are.
Here's the only thing. Unless it's a conspiracy. If there was one team you could play out of all these teams, I think most people would say the Houston Rockets. Maybe the Lakers fall into the 7th hole, make sure they lose the first game, win the second game, and they face the Rockets in the first round.
Wow.
How's that?
I think? I don't know. Houston's got 50 wins, but I mean, and they're the 2 seed, and they're playing OKC tonight.
You want to face the Thunder? You want to face the Warriors who you just lost to?
No.
Rockets.
know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino. But playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour. But online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions, 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
Just a little flyer, couple of
18.5 point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Scott and Dave, hour number 1. Let's see if we can find some winners. We'll start in Major League Baseball here, Dave. Marathon, San Fran's home opener, still going on. Seattle did just score in the top of the 11th. So bottom of the 11th they go. Seattle leading at San Francisco 9-8. With the goofy runner on second base. So San Fran's got a halfway decent chance of tying the game. I'm surprised they're giving you plus 134 on that, to tell you the truth. So Arizona just took a 2-run lead over Washington, 6-4, bottom of the 7th. Dodgers still trail 1-0. They had 2 on, 2 outs in the top of the 7th. They didn't score. Our Dodgers scoring in every single game before the All-Star break is in a little bit of trouble here. And the Philadelphia Phillies have 2 on, nobody out, second and third. Yeah. So this could be the night that it ends for the LA Dodgers.
It could. The in-game number just was 4.5 as they refreshed it, and I refreshed it. It's down to 3.5 for the game. So we'll see if the Phillies can get another insurance run here. Yeah, the Dodgers bet, boy, there's been a lot of shutouts. The Dodgers getting shut out. That one wasn't on a bingo card, although I like the under. The Braves shutting out the Marlins, top of the 6th, 3-0. That's not surprising. And there's still no score in the Reds and Brewers game, 0-0. Runners on base for the Reds. They may actually get a run here, Wetzel. I don't know.
We're at 29 and counting. They got first and third, but 2 out, according to FanDuel. 29 straight innings in 2025 without scoring a run. That's almost unheard of. I mean, that is really, again, that is wild. And they're not.
Did you see the Nationals? The Nationals had a big lead. No, they were up 3-1 after 1 inning, and then they were leading, and now they're trailing. What is that? 8-4, 6-4, 6-4. Yeah, 6-4 to the Diamondbacks. The National League West, man, we're gonna talk about that all season. National League West, best division in baseball. I don't really think there's a question.
Not even close. If, forget about what San Fran does, but just the other 3 are going to be good. You know that. Then you throw in San Fran on top of that. If they can, they're not going to go 5-1 every single 6 games, but if they can play 500 baseball, the other teams are 5-10 games over 500. Poor Rockies are just doomed, right? They have just no hope. But that has got to be by far. Well, I won't say by far because the NL East is pretty good with the top 3. But the
Yeah.
fourth team, San Francisco, over the Miami Marlins would probably be the fourth
Right.
team.
Yeah.
I would side towards the NL West. Listen,
So
the
last
National
year,
League in general is better. That's the bottom
without
line.
a doubt. Last year, the American League Central got 3 teams in the playoffs. Do you think 3 teams from a division will make the playoffs again this year? And if so, it's got to be the NL West. I don't see it being anything else, to be perfectly honest.
Well, Phillies, Braves, Mets. How many get in? I always forget. They always change it. 6, 3 and 3 wild cards.
Yes. Yes.
You're only getting 1 out of the Central. No two ways about that, right? You can't imagine 2 teams. So
Correct.
which one gets the 3? That would be a good bet.
That's what I'm saying. Right?
Yeah. I mean, the Braves are going to turn it around, right? I mean, they're going to win tonight. They'll be okay. I have more faith, and I'm not a big Braves guy, but I think I have more faith in the Braves than I do Arizona. Arizona's got the pitching, bud. I think the 3 come out of the East.
I mean, they got to do so well against their division to do it, right? Like everybody's ready to bury them to not make the playoffs. I jokingly said it yesterday on the show that no team that started like that has ever made the playoffs, but they didn't have 6 possibilities to get in. Before there used to be, you had to win 1 of 2 divisions. If you didn't get in, I mean, the Pirates won 98 games one year, didn't get in. I mean, it's terrible. I think you're right, but I think they all get in right now. NL West, I think Dodgers, Padres, and Diamondbacks will find a way into the playoffs. I really do. Because the Rockies are so bad. They're going to win all those games. Huh.
Will the team that doesn't get in, whether that's the 3rd place team from the NL East or the 3rd place team from the NL West, will that team have a better record than the NL Central winner?
I'd say yes.
Yeah.
I think mean, unless the NL Central winner somehow wins 88 games, right? I think the 3rd team is one of those teams going to win 87 to 86 games. I mean, just doing the numbers real quick in my head. I mean, we'll have to look at it, but yes, I think you win the NL Central this year with 86 wins.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to be that much over 500.
Yeah.
Right?
I could see even 500. Cubs, maybe. Maybe they could, but I'd not much. Yeah, 1 or 2 games over 500. I think they would. I think every one of those teams would sign up for 86 and take my chances right now.
Cubs beat the Padres today. 3-2.
Yeah.
Imanaga pitched good again. Cubs.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
They'd spend some money too, the Cubs. Like if they're there at the All-Star break, their trade deadline, they'll spend some money to help their club too. I don't know if you can say that about really anybody else in that division. Maybe the Cardinals, maybe. Brewers don't, Reds don't, your Pirates don't.
Pirates? Come on, please. Go get somebody. Closer, something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something.
How about a bat? Anything.
No score Texas. Cincinnati did not score. 30 straight innings now without scoring.
Jeez.
How long will it go? How long will it go? If they get shut out again tonight, could we see a manager fired? Batting coach fired anyway, right? Batting coach?
They just hired Tito. Tito's the manager in Cincinnati. No, Tito Francona's the manager in Cincinnati. He's not getting fired.
Yeah. All right, no, maybe the batting coach though. Someone's got to go. Let me tell you, if George was around, the whole front office, everybody would be fired at this point.
Maybe they got to send them some torpedoes. They'll be okay after that ridiculous 14 runs in the first game, and they can't score any runs at all since. At least there's goals being scored in hockey. The Blackhawks lead the Caps 3-2, 4.5 minutes left in the second. The Red Wings lead the Hurricanes 4-2 in the second. 2 minutes left. Yep, that's working. And the Islanders are ahead of the Wild for now. We've seen the Islanders blow leads so many times. They haven't won a game in a while. It's 13 minutes left in the second period there, 2-1 Islanders. Any bet there? I mean, do we take the Caps down like this.
Ovechkin didn't score
Even
again, right? That was
money.
the Ovechkin horn. I'm sure we would have been told about that, right?
We would have been told he
He
did
did
not score. He did not
Yeah.
score. No.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, plus 110 now because there's less time, whereas they were favorites before, down 2-1. Now it's 3-2. But
Right.
still, you're in the second period. Plus 110 against Chicago. That's the gift line of the night. That's the one that.
Oh boy! All right.
Does that go to one and say we should have doubled our bet? Is that
the Vinny mattress fund play? Is that go to the Vinny's mattress?
Yeah, that's the Vinny mattress fund play.
All right, that's fine. All right, put that in there. Okay.
Plus 110.
Taking it to the mattresses. Yeah. There were 10 NBA games today. By the way, I wanted to ask you, 7 of them had double-digit spreads before the game. Looked like a football board, 14, 10.5, 11.5, 16. Well, it was really hard to find like strong plays. I think the trend play, is interesting with OKC. What's that score right now? OKC is trailing after the first quarter. 35-28. In-game number, pick 'em.
Pick 'em. You got to play OKC. You just have to, right? I mean, listen, they're going to lose some, but that team doesn't lose. Take them. I take the Pacers as well. College basketball talk coming up next with Colby again.
We all know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino. But playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour. But online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Lost Pages. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions. 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
Just a little flyer, couple of thoughts.
15.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Hi, welcome in. It is in-game live game day here on the grid. Hour number 1, Scott and Dave really just getting underway. Keeping an eye on the NBA, a little NHL, a little college basketball, something called the Final Four this weekend as we had 4 monster teams, 2 monster games. Good buddy Colby Dance joining us now here on the grid. Colb, Scott and Dave getting set for a big showdown tomorrow in San Antonio. First one, we got the Dookie Pukies going later on. We got Florida and Auburn in the opener. How you seeing that one turn out?
Yeah, I'm on the Gators, and Janai Broom says he's 100%, but I just I'm a little reluctant to believe that he's 100%. Even before him getting injured, I feel like SEC tournament, I feel like he was at 85, 90%. So with that looming over this game, now I will say Todd Golden's been out coaching almost every tournament game, but Florida just somehow finds a way to win the game, and that's a lot to do with Walter Clayton Jr. and Condon and Elijah Martin. But my thing is I think Florida's the best actual roster this year. I think they're the best actual team. And Walter Clayton Jr. with a close game on the line. These two coaches, obviously Todd Golden coached under Bruce Pearl, so they're gonna know a lot of the same stuff that they're doing. So I at that point you kind of throw out the coaching side of it. I say what players can be difference makers. Their best player, not 100%. Florida has multiple bigs that I think they can throw at them. Be physical with Janai Broom, and then Walter Clayton Jr. is the best guard in the country. He's playing at least that level in the NCAA tournament. So I'll take Florida minus the points, but there's that old thing. The student can't mess with the teacher, so you do worry about that. But I'm on the Gators. I'm going to lay that 2.5 or 3, whatever. I think I got 2.5. I think I laid 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah. So, Gator.
All right. Second game after that one, there will be a team that's not in the SEC in the championship game on Monday, and it will be either Houston or Duke. Now, you were here in Vegas, and we'll get to that in a second and how your trip was and all that other stuff in the first round and how crazy March Madness is. But the books are crying, Cole, because a dog can't even cover the spread, let alone win a game. Houston, any shot here to just cover the spread, let alone win the game. What do you think, Duke or Houston?
Oh, I like Houston here. So Duke, I've been riding Duke. I had this, actually set up in my bracket, Duke versus Houston in this point. But this is where I think Duke can actually trip up. Like Duke's it looked phenomenal this year. Don't get me wrong. But the fact that Houston lost to him a year ago in the Sweet 16, a lot of that had to do with Jamal Shedd's injury. But this is a veteran Houston team. That Duke team, now I will say last year's Duke team's a lot different than this year's Duke team. But yeah. I think they have a chip on their shoulder knowing that Duke's the team that eliminated them. Their majority of upperclassmen in their rotation that they play. Guys, when's the last time we saw a young team in the Final Four? It's been pre-NIL, pre-transfer portal era. I'm sorry, in the I say Final Four, in the national championship, right? So I think this is a spot. It's in San Antonio, Texas. I think Houston might have a little bit of an edge, and I like the fact they played. I mean, I don't like it from a basketball fan point of view, but I like the fact they just played at that NFL stadium in Indianapolis because they've gotten used to the sight lines all out of whack. Mm-hmm. Where Duke, this is their first one. So Kelvin Sampson, I think the fact they rebound the ball so well, and I think if I know Kelvin Sampson, he studied the tape. Grant Nelson actually forced Cooper Flagg to his worst game. That was lost in that blowout against Alabama, but I think the tape told something there to Kelvin Sampson. I'm going to be fascinated to see who he puts on Cooper Flagg, but I like the points for sure. I think Houston can win it outright, actually.
All right. Let me throw this at you as far as last year. Now, I know it's a different Duke team. It really is a completely different Duke team, with Flagg and Knipple and everyone there, but Proctor. But they did beat them last year. So obviously they don't face each other in the regular season, but it's not like Houston out of the blue, a great defensive team, and Duke hasn't seen this before. Shire has seen this before. So, I'm trying to find a reason to see if Houston can win this one as well, Colby, but knowing that Duke played them last year, I think gives Shire and company a big edge. But I don't see it happen. I really don't.
But they played them last year, and their best player tears his ACL early in the game. So Jamal Shedd.
He's not there this year. That guy's gone. No, he's not like he's back for this game. He's gone.
They're more equipped offensively without him. They're more equipped offensively without him this year, knowing he's not there. Then all of a sudden in that game, look at it. I mean, the analytics don't lie compared to other Houston teams. This is the best scoring Houston team in the Sampson era.
All right. Yeah. I like it. I like that discussion right there. Can I ask a quick question? Because he's got a D-Gens hat on, and we can talk about that and mention your show. But, this Crown tournament has been in Vegas all week. I know you're watching it, but there's nobody over at that gym. They play tomorrow, too. Nebraska, Boise State, UCF is playing Villanova. You're smiling. You're chomping at the bit. I know you got a play that you can give to people for the morning session before the Final Four games, right? What do you got?
I got 2 plays. But I love the Villanova one. I got a future on Nova. I know the crown's been a touchy subject. You have, for a minute there, I had to go offshores. Now it seems like there's some out there. I've been bouncing around on these, but I still do have a Villanova to win this thing with Mike Nardi, the former guard, coaching there as an interim basis. I think he's auditioning for a job elsewhere. Maybe not this year, but next year. So I personally, I think UCF's got a depleted roster. I can't believe they beat Cincinnati. Kudos to them, but half their team's in the portal. I think Nova is making a point. Eric, scoring champ this year in college basketball, and Mike Nardi, their culture is still good. Neptune wasn't winning with them, but their culture, keeping it within Villanova Wildcats, like Mike Nardi, they know he's a guy that used to be them. I think they're playing for him. And I love Nova there. I also like Boise in Vegas. Hey, they play there all the time in the Mountain West. Give me Leon Rice in Boise. Yeah.
All right. Who's cutting down the nets ultimately on Monday night?
Kelvin Sampson, first national championship in his career. Let's go.
Wow.
Load up.
Okay.
I will tell you, if that happens, they would become only the second team that won the championship, being the 4th place team heading into the Final Four in the last 20 years. Good on that one for a while.
We all know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino. But playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour. But online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions. 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that ring. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
Just a little flyer, couple of thoughts.
18.5 point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Welcome back in Game Live, Game Day here on the Grid. Thanks again to Colby Dan for joining us, as he does all the time here on the Grid. Check out his podcast, The College Basketball Experience, all part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. So check out his The College Basketball Experience podcast. You know what time it is? Final segment, hour number 1. How about a little Black Cloud play of the day? In a little bit of a rut here with our Black Cloud, as the Vegas Golden Knights have just killed our Black Cloud this week. We put faith in them twice, including last night, and they get shut out at home with the backup goaltender, Dave, no less.
Yep.
So, all right, throw it to the side and regroup, and here we go. Still 18-6. That's still a pretty good number for our best play of the day. Where we're going to go today. Options are limited, I will say. So sometimes these Black Clouds, you got to be careful because you don't have that many options, and that's kind of the case tonight. But I'm going to go to the NBA. Let's look at the New Orleans Pelicans and LA Clippers, or the New Orleans Pelicans rather, and the
Lakers.
and the Clippers. Lakers. Sorry. I wrote down Clippers too on my little sheet here. I think the Lakers in a big bounce back spot, right? We got Luka, who's all upset about him, playing poorly last night. He couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. He's going to come out flying. I'm counting on LeBron playing. I shouldn't, I know, but I'm counting on the Lakers really wanting to stay out of that number 4 hole or 5 hole, or God forbid, even 7 hole. You look at their schedule. They got 2 games against OKC this upcoming week, both on the road. Coming off a loss, they have to win tonight. They just have to. So does that mean it's going to go over? Not necessarily, but it means you're going to get an honest effort out of them, which is half the battle in the NBA. New Orleans stinks, right? They're just awful. They can give up 120 points without blinking. Lakers had a nice 9-4 overrun, which helps our cause. They were playing some good defense there for a little while, but now it's gone back to just score some more. It's a modest number, 222.5. I think the Lakers are going to get to 225 or 125. We need New Orleans to score 100 points. I think they do. They've scored, I will say this, less than 100 points 4 straight games, but it's been in the upper 90s. So they are due for a 135, 113 loss. So over 22.5, New Orleans at the LA Lakers. I like it a lot.
Put the darker glasses on for this one because, one, you should probably use them because you wrote Clippers. Your penmanship stinks. We know that. You don't write neat like you used to, okay? And
I don't.
When you write these things down, you got to write the right thing. Now, the Black Cloud this week has been a black cloud. It hasn't worked out. You went back to you used that. What'd you say? You're stubborn. People have said that about you. You went back to the well twice. The second time with the Knights, not going right for the Knights right now. You're going to be so aggravated at the Lakers and LeBron and everything else. The rant that's going to go on out on the island at the beach house. I don't want to be there later if this game doesn't go over. This feels like this should go over. This really feels like the Black Cloud power is going to be tested because the Lakers. The problem with this game is the Pelicans. They might not be a willing dance partner. So if you're watching a show and you like what we're saying, you don't want to play the game over, play the Laker team total over because they're in a get-right spot after losing, right? That's the alternative there. That's where I'm at with that. So you can't play the spread. I mean, the spread on this thing is absurd. It's 15.5. Yeah. Not touching that.
Just know, when you put this play in, you might not have James on the court. Bronny James, he's sick, so they got him as questionable. Like anybody cares what Bronny James is, whether he's going to play or not. Although this is one of these games, we need our 75 points.
Right.
He got 17, then he got 2. We still need 23 more points. This would be a great game, Bronny, to get your ass in there. So. I got LeBron. I got Michael Jordan throwing up on the sidelines, playing in a game. You can at least play now. Help us out here, brother.
Well, I was going to say that there's people that are concerned whether he's playing tonight. You being one of them. You forgot that you made that bet with them points over.
I know. I just remembered as I was saying.
All right. I was like, wait, what is he talking about? He wants Bronny in there. Yeah, we got to keep track of your bets, my bets, this, that. We got Vinny and Matt keeping track of all these bets. He ain't gonna play though. I don't think he's gonna play. Sick because there's stuff going around. Yeah, listen. Our whole house is sick off and on. It's that time of year in the spring. Everybody's getting sick again.
Come on, Friday, man up for goodness sake. Hour number 2 coming up next.
We all know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino, but playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour, but online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions, 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that ring. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of
18.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
And welcome back. It is In-Game Live, Game Day on the Grid. Scott and Dave, hour number 2 of our 2-hour extravaganza. Full lineup of guests in this hour. Nick Hamity from Zone Coverage. We'll do a little NBA with him coming up in about 10-15 minutes. And we got Josh Ingles from Covers.com. We'll do a little hockey, a little OV talk with him, see if we get another goal out of Ovechkin tonight, maybe a little baseball. And then we got our good buddy Cam Stewart coming up in about 45 minutes. So in the meantime, Dave and I will continue to look at all the lines. We got our SGPs out there. We got our Black Clouds out there. We got our 5 on the line trends out there, Dave. So now it's just sit back, relax, and let's get another goal out of Washington, who continues to trail Chicago 3-2. Islanders still 2-1 over the Wilds. So I had the under on that one. So that's looking a little bit better now. And Detroit 4-2 over Carolina in the NHL. Laying 1,100 if you want to take a little stab at Carolina down 2 goals, getting 6-1.
I don't think so. I'm sweating this. I got the Philly stuff on. Phillies are leading 3-0. The Dodgers. Now we've seen it happen multiple times. In 9th inning. All right. It's 3-0 Phillies. Top of the 9th. Nobody out yet. They already got a leadoff runner on. Let's see if the Phillies can get this thing home. It's going to be a sweat. It always is. Who's pitching right now? I don't even want to look.
Right. They're not going to win this, are they? Down 3-0.
Why would you say that out loud? Why would you say that out loud right now? I mean, don't.
Well, I need them to win. I must say.
Yeah.
So, and no Ohtani, no bets. They made the final outs in the previous inning. So you got it's still the middle of the Dodger order. See, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. You got Edman, Hernandez, and Smith batting. Those are your 3, 4, 5 Dodgers. I mean, that's not exactly Lou Gehrig and whoever. I mean, it's Edman, Hernandez, and Will Smith, for goodness sakes. I got a number.
I got a number here too. And again, these are from my guys over at MLB. The Phillies look to win 6 of their first 7 games to begin the season. That'll be only the 3rd time in the last 60 years. Wow. I mean, that's a big start. 1993 and 2010, they did it, like that. So, look, the NL East is going to be a battle all season. The Braves are off to a slow start, but the Mets aren't going anywhere. We'll probably get on board more with the Mets as the season goes on because, we got a little curmudgeon guy in the back. It's the Mets fan, Vinny trying to help him pay for the mattress. But, he wants to like the Mets, but he won't allow himself to like the Mets. Like, he's so worried. We'll probably end up liking the Mets more.
Ooh.
And the Phillies, look, man, the pitching's not going to go away. They got against Glasnow on Sunday, against Sasaki on tomorrow. Yamamoto, Sasaki, Glasnow. Can the Dodgers get swept?
No. They might win tonight at 13-1.
Stop saying it out loud. Please.
Well, I need the Dodgers, so it's not going to happen. Because I keep on betting the Dodgers. I really need them to at least score a run to keep my one run every game alive. That's the first goal. Right. Get that out of the way, then we can worry about winning. Dodgers might be, or the Phillies might be making a pitching change because it seems to be stuck on top of the second there, or top runner on second base with nobody out.
Yeah.
13-1.
That's right.
If they win this one, you might as well just shut down baseball. It's over. Rangers lead Tampa Bay. That was one of our trend plays, right?
That's
4-0
good.
over the Devil Dogs. That's nice. 31 and counting. Mid-4, 1-0 Milwaukee over Cincinnati. What are the odds of them not only losing and not only being shut out? What were the odds? I should have played a 1-0 final score.
Come on.
Right?
Oh, my goodness.
Got the ball on that one.
It's not going to be 1-0 again. Come on. It's not going to be 1-0 again. The Royals are ahead 3-2 in the bottom of the fifth against the Orioles. Braves are up 5-0. So that's good. Guardians and Angels coming up tonight. Side total for you in that one at all? Anything? No.
Nah.
What? Nothing?
Well, yeah, I like the Guardians. I like that because I hate the Angels. What's a better chance of happening? Milwaukee winning 1-0, 16-1 odds, or the Dodgers coming back to win 13-1 odds? Which ticket would you rather hold? Oh, the Dodgers just put 2 on the board. It's 3-2. Are you kidding
me? Tommy Edman. 2-run home run. 3-2.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Jordan Romano still in the game. Not good. All right. Well, I mean, I guess obviously the Dodgers is the more likely to happen, right?
I should have asked you 30 seconds ago.
I know.
Wow.
I know. That's what I mean. Like it was a 3-0 lead going to the ninth, and I'm sitting here hoping the Phillies hold on and win. The Dodgers plus the 2.5. I mean, it's like live all the time. You're never out of it with this team. And you were just kind of
hits the entire game too, Dave.
Yeah.
It's not like they had like 7-8 hits and they just weren't scoring. I mean, they just,
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. We got a stacked lineup coming up. The rest of the way we got a lot of guests. Where are you at with the basketball, with the college hoops? Like just with Florida and Auburn first, and Dookie Pukies, like you like to say in Houston. Where are you at?
Well, I'll start last night for a quick second, and let me get this off my chest because I did on a podcast.
Let me get my listening
well.
glasses. Yeah, this is good. Okay, go ahead.
NIT finals last night, right? Listen, 5 people are watching. I get that, right? But Dave, you got UC Irvine. They're down 2. Final seconds. Kid gets fouled at a 3-point shot where he thought it was a foul. Out, who cares? Not the point. Hits the first 2 free throws, right? Tie game.
Yep.
They stop the game, and the officials go to the scorer's table to make sure there's enough time left on the clock. They added 0.2 seconds. They froze the free throw shooter, and his first 2 free throws were nothing but net. I mean, they were as smooth as the backside of a pillow. I mean, just like he was not missing that 3rd free throw. In the middle of his free throws, they stopped and took a minute to go to the scorer's table to make sure there was 10.2 seconds. And I think they added like 0.2 seconds to make it 10.4. Like that really freaking makes a difference. This going to the monitor to check how much time left. And they lost the game. They ended up losing the game in overtime. They would have won that game. That kid would have hit that free throw if he was shooting a free throw right away. Instead, they froze him. That's just not right. College, and I bring it up because I don't want that to happen in the NCAA tournament game when the whole world is watching. and the dopey announcers on the 4-letter network, not one of them was bright enough to figure, what are you doing here, guys? You're freezing the free throw shooter.
Right.
And the guy clunked the third free throw, and he ended up losing. So,
well,
that's it.
A lot of times they don't tell the play-by-play announcers, unfortunately, what's going on like that.
Oh, no, you can see the guy. You can see the ref going to the monitor. They stopped the game.
Right. I don't know why.
Stop the game.
Can't stop the game.
Right?
There's too much review at the end like that. But
Way
listen,
too
you're an
much.
official. You're a world-class official, and you know that. So
Yeah.
we can't have that. But we'll talk to Nick coming up next. About NBA stuff. Maybe he was watching it and had an opinion about that too. We'll see.
Yeah. Nick Hamity, zonecoverage.com. We'll do a little NBA talk with him. We'll get some thoughts on Golden State, figure out why that line is now Golden State underdog, with Denver being the favorites, and in the Clipper game as well. So, the winners from Nick Hamity, zonecoverage.com.
Enter into the magical world of McLuck.com, where even the smallest of spins can win real cash prizes. Adventure into over 1,000 of the best Vegas-style slot games. So what are you waiting for? Unlock your free welcome offer today. Join the fun where winners play and players win.
Two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take. Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity. I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this once? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the games start, so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're gonna go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's gonna help me get the job done. There is not gonna be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
Did you know sportsbooks tend to draw up tighter bet lines for events that get even more bettors, like championship games or major matchups? My tip? Try betting on less popular sports. You might have a better shot at beating those odds. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Scott and Dave, hour number 2. I will tell you, top of the 9th inning, Dodgers now with the runner on second base.
I know.
One out, trailing 3-2 against Philadelphia, which was 3-0 a moment ago. Uh-oh. And it's locked on FanDuel. I think that's because of pitching change, I think.
Get to our guest. I don't want to talk about the baseball. Let's talk about basketball, please. I don't want to hear about this right now. Please, come on.
We need one more out of the Dodgers. One more out of the Dodgers. All right, let's talk a little NBA, a little college basketball. Who knows what else with our good buddy Nick Hamady. ZoneCoverage.com is the website. You can find all his work, ZoneCoverage.com. What's going on, Nick? How are you tonight? Scott and Dave, how are you this evening?
Hey, good to see you guys again. I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh, we're great, although we're sweating this basketball game. We'll get to some NBA stuff hopefully at the end here, but everybody's talking about it. Final Four. Everybody's got an opinion about it. I mean, I don't know if you have a bracket that's still looking good or in a bracket contest is still alive, but first game tomorrow, battle of SEC teams. They played already. Are you laying or taking? Florida or Auburn? Side, total? What do you got?
This one was one of the biggest confusions for me I've ever seen in terms of this, because I loved Auburn all season long. I went to Iowa State. I saw Iowa State versus Auburn earlier in the year when Iowa State was healthy. I saw the comeback they had. I watched them just dominate all season long. So before the tournament, that was my pick. I just had to make a change because Broom is just not healthy right now. It's gotten to the point now where it's like every time he misses a shot, the announcers are mentioning it. He's limping around everywhere. He's got a knee issue, a shoulder issue. He's now got problems with the elbow. So, I mean, even if he was healthy, the Florida front court, is big and deep enough to give him trouble like they did in the first meeting. I just don't think that Auburn has enough without Broom being healthy to get it done against a Florida team that we just saw against Maryland. They're not playing around. They really are a one seed for a reason, and I know we got all 4 1 seeds in here, but Florida's healthy. Auburn is foul prone. I just don't see Auburn being able to get it done in such a short spread, not healthy.
Yeah. I wonder, Nick, why the line is so low. I mean, I really thought this line should have been closer to the Duke line against Houston. I mean, not only is Florida playing better, that they beat them at Auburn, decisively, 90-81, and that wasn't like a 2-point game. I remember I watched that. That was Auburn or Florida rather leading by double digits for the most part of the entire second half. End up winning at Auburn, and now you throw in Broom's hurt. So why isn't this line at least 4.5, if not 5.5, in my world?
That's pretty much what I was thinking here. I mean, if you took these two teams completely healthy, I think it would be a really good matchup. They're just not. When you have the best player from one of the best teams in the country, as dinged up as he is right now, best case scenario, I thought this would have been about 4.5, 5.5, like you just said.
Yeah. Well, I know that there's bad guys waiting to just bet Auburn +3. So that's why that line isn't every time they can go to 3 and get the Auburn money. So books are hoping that a dog can win. So that's why. Second game, Duke and Houston. Nick, can't find the book's been crying for a week talking about all the favorites keep winning. All the favorites keep winning. We had Colby on earlier. He said he likes Houston plus the points. Side, total, Houston Cougars, Duke. Who do you got?
This is another tough one. I'm actually going to go with the over. I know you got 2 of the top defenses in the country in this game, but the biggest strength of defenses going up against these offenses in the 130s, that might be a little bit too low for me. You see Duke play a lot of games in the 90s and the 80s. I don't think they're going to get there against a Houston defense, but the spread for Duke was just a little bit too big. I respect Kelvin Sampson too much to bet against him with a spread that large. And Houston is second, and Duke is 8th in 3-point shooting percentage in the whole entire country right now. When you watch Houston kind of squeeze out the teams they do, it's because these teams can't hit their threes. It's pretty common in the Big 12. We saw it with BYU, Iowa State, all these other teams that Houston ran throughout the season. I just don't expect Duke to be able, or Houston to be able to stop Duke from scoring at least into the 70s. And I think Houston's going to give them a good matchup. I'm going to play it safe here and roll it to over at 136.5.
Okay. Who do you have ultimately winning it all?
Duke. I hate to say it. I really do hate to say it, but I'm going to roll with Duke. The way Cooper Flagg has been playing, I mean, it's pretty insane. He's been dominating. They got shooting from all around. They got 2 big men, not just one. That's huge in college, especially at the end of games, especially if they can make their free throws, which Duke can. I just think Duke's a team that they got a lot of NBA guys. I mean, we're going to see these guys playing in the NBA for the next, or all of them pretty much in the next couple of years here. Houston's well coached. We know that. They're going to put up a tough fight, but Duke's probably going to win this game. If you want to tease it down, I'm not a basketball teaser guy, but Duke money line in a parlay you could probably throw in there as well.
The word on the street is that you're a Minnesota Timberwolves guy in the NBA. I kind of heard that from somebody. They play the Sixers tomorrow, and I mean, my goodness, are you going to come on and say you like Minnesota Timberwolves minus what 14? I mean, what the hell's the line going to be? They don't even put it up yet. This is that time of year you got to wait to see the numbers till the day of. But Timberwolves, are they a threat? I mean, Wetzel calls them the teacups, but you think they could actually win a series or two in the Western Conference?
I will just say, because it hasn't tipped off yet tonight. I mean, any game that the Nuggets are playing in, if they're healthy, it's an overplay for me as well. But with all the uncertainty there and the way that they've been like in competitive games every single night right now, and guys sitting out, I didn't want to touch that. So with the Wolves, I expect them to blow out the Sixers tomorrow. Yeah, they've been a top 5 team in pretty much every advanced metric in the last 2 months. Julius Randle's figured it out with this team. The Pistons just woke them up with that brawl. I see that just being an absolute bloodbath for the Sixers. The Wolves are they have a reputation for playing poor against bad teams right now. I think that they're going to take care of business. And speaking of the Pistons, I like the Grizzlies and Pistons to go over tomorrow. We don't have a number out on that game as well right now, but as long as that's nothing crazy into the 230s, above like 232, I'm going to roll with the over in that game as well.
Nick Campbell, check out all his work, zonecoverage.com. Nick, great job as always. We'll get you in here again, and we'll talk some more NBA when we get an opportunity. So keep your fingers crossed. We need Duke, and we need Auburn tomorrow. So, Nick, great job. We'll do it again. Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you, guys.
We all know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino. But playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour. But online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions. 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of
15.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in game live game day. Just having a little joke behind the scenes here at the Sport. So thanks to Nick Campbell for joining us. Zonecoverage.com. So it's
Phillies won.
Phillies did win. How about that? They got a runner on, and then there was a strikeout double play thrown out stealing. I don't why would the Dodgers be doing that? You got the Phillies on the ropes, right? The guy just hit a home run, got a runner on base. There's one out. You got Max Muncy up. The great Max Muncy that you guys keep on telling me is, the greatest thing in the world. So what does he do? He strikes out.
Nobody said that. Nobody said that about Maxie. Nobody said that.
The best third baseman in baseball.
Nobody said that. Maybe Tommy said that. Nobody in this area said it. Listen, ding dong, the witch is dead. Their undefeated run is over. All right. Padres lost to the Cubs. Dodgers lost to the Phillies. Things are a little bit different back east. Right? The Braves won. Is it over? Did they shut them out?
9-0.
The Braves get a
9-0.
Okay.
Bottom of the eighth.
That's not okay.
So
all right. It's not over yet. Did you see? Did you see 4-3 Washington Capitals?
Wow.
4-3 Capitals now lead, and Ovechkin did get another goal.
Where was the horn? Where was the horn? He was plus 125 to score a second goal, and I told you he was 7-1 to score the hat trick. I put it in for a couple shekels. So
all right. Well, now you got a 4-3 lead with 10 minutes to go. He's got a power play goal.
He's getting it.
An even strength goal. And he could get either an empty netter or another goal would be something. Wow. At home, place is going crazy. That's good. I guess I'm right.
Gretzky's there.
Yeah.
See, and they don't want Gretzky to be traveling all over the world with this dude. So they said that's what he was going to do. They were going to him and Bettman.
I would do that though. Like, what else is Wayne doing? Like, go follow Ovechkin around for a couple games. Like, it's I love going to hockey games. You tell me, listen, you got to go and you got to shake his hand and give him whatever. Sure, let's go. What are we doing? That's easy.
Maybe he's ticked off. Maybe he doesn't want him to break it. I got to put this happy face on my face for how many games? 3-4 games? They're going to show me all, in the arena. I'd have more respect if he just, said, no, I don't want to. Not that I don't want to be there, but I don't want him to break my record. Why would I? Who would want their record to be broken?
Shake the guy's hand and say, good job, and then smile for the cameras. That's it.
Probably regrets leaving Edmonton. That's what he regrets. If I was Gretzky, I'd say, listen, there's this dude on SportsGrid, this little network, all right, that says I still have more goals than you because I'm counting my playoff goals. So you know what? Talk to me 50 goals later. Then we can have your little handshake. That's what I would do.
You're going to get everybody upset. We got Josh Ingles coming on from Covers. He's up in Canada. We'll talk to him about this. He tweeted actually an hour ago that the Capitals will be coming back when he came on. Now, he's going to come on in the next segment, and they're going to be leading, most likely. I mean, unless they score again during the break and let the Blackhawks score. Although, man, I mean, they were even money. We were talking about it. They were even money. Now they're, hit refresh, they are 20-1. You got to lay 20 to win $1. They ain't losing this game now.
Whoa. That's nuts. No. It's a 4-3 lead, for goodness sakes. I mean, it's not
20
like
there's
9 minutes left.
Yeah, 20-1.
I just as soon. I bet Ovechkin gets it tonight, though. That I'm telling you. It's only plus 220, 2-1, but he's getting it tonight. It's as good as done. I can see it. I saw the future. I get the New York Post headlines tomorrow. Capping off the night or something goofy like that, right?
Oh, look at you. Wow. An old writer like that is pounding that keyboard. Like when you get excited and you pound that table like this, like your microphone goes nuts. I hear when you start to sweat these bets or you like to make your point, you go like this, and I hear it in the background. Yeah. I know. Yeah. We got to keep it. Yeah, we got to keep it clean. I like it.
Listen, it's ambiance.
Wait a second. Josh is a hat guy. Josh is a hat guy. There's a chance that Josh may come on with a hat. This might be good. I don't know what Josh is coming with. He ain't coming with a Yankee hat, I'll tell you that.
I think I know. Find out when we come back.
We all know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino, but playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour, but online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions, 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
Just a little flyer, couple of
18.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back to In-Game Live, Game Day here on the grid. What do we got? 30 past the hour, 32 technically past the hour. Scott Wetzel, Dave Sharapan until 10 p.m. Eastern time. Checking out the Ovechkin watch now that we got the Dodgers streak done, Braves streak is done, Padres streak is done. It's a kind of a night for things to happen. And we got Ovi coming into tonight, 3 behind setting the regular season record for most goals in NHL history. He's got 2. Let's figure out if we can get us a third one as we talk with Josh Ingles, who covers the NHL and other things for Covers.com. Covers.com, one of my favorite websites that I like to hit all the time. What's going on, Josh? How are you tonight?
Look at that hat.
I know, Friday night. This is Skeens, the mustache. I got kids. Got kids with a mustache. As soon as you, I got travel baseball kids. That's all we talk about. And as soon as I grow this mustache, that's all. They just think I look like Paul Skeens, and I can't let them down. I can't let them down, guys.
Listen, it could be worse. I mean, this is a good thing, own it. Just own it because, while he's in Pittsburgh, I mean, everybody – did you see those Yankee fans showed up today? They wore Skeens Yankees jerseys today. That's completely out of line. Can't have that on opening day in Pittsburgh. But the P looks good. What else looks good is Ovechkin. Wetzel's been saying it. You tweeted it an hour ago. Was amazing tweet that you said when you came on. We'll see if the Capitals would either be coming back or Ovi's going to break the record. You brought up a good point during the break there. Is he going to get this thing tonight, Josh? What do you think?
So these are such cool moments in sports betting where there's always other angles, right? Everybody's looking for the goals. Everybody's betting the goals, but there's always other things that aren't people looking at. The let's call them tertiary edges. You want to make a little more money off it, get him for the last goal. If he's going to score 3 goals, a lot of people bet that hat trick today. If you're going to get that, just add the last goal. I think it turned 20 to 1 to like 35 to 1. Ooh. So I'm sitting on that right now. Send it out to the group chat. The boys are on it. Like lots of people are on it. But the question is, does Chicago wave the flag in the final 5 minutes here and pull the goalie and give him the free one? Because we did a lot of talking, me and Carlo on our show, former NHL player. The empty net doesn't matter as much as people think it does. I mean, it's 890 some odd goals. Like it's the empty net isn't that big of a deal, especially if it's on the hat trick at home and they can celebrate it that way. It means even less. But maybe Chicago, unwritten rule in hockey, like we don't want to give it to them. maybe they don't pull the goalie late. They got nothing to play for.
Yeah, who wants to be the team that not only would he set the record, but you'd be giving up a hat trick?
Could you imagine being the coach, being like, he's looking between Spencer Knight and Soderblom, being like, okay, which one of you two goalies is starting tonight?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Oh.
You can get
I don't know.
Ovechkin to get the next goal on FanDuel. I don't see where they offer will he score the last goal, though.
Well, a lot of times that
I
was before the game. It's hard to find that in game, Josh. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the books are pretty smart. It's tough to beat them now. Like there's that limit, right? The 4-minute limit. They know that the goal is going to get pulled. Patrick Waugh kind of blew it for everybody that they used to only kind of shut things down in the final 2 minutes. And now, I mean, Patrick Waugh was pulling things 5 minutes later. So things kind of go OTB around this 3-minute mark. And I'm sure there's lots of trader eyes on this game. And there's a giant amount of risk on this goal. So I don't think they need any more.
This might be the most giant amount of risk maybe ever for a single goal. The way this prop lined up, there's not anything. I can't think of anything ever in my career in a book where like a next goal meant this. Although, that thing they did for the All-Star game this year, that wasn't the All-Star game. That was good. And I don't know. I got to ask you about the Capitals in general, just a global view.
Yeah.
They're low. I mean, they're not the number one choice to even win the East, let alone their fourth or fifth choice in the Stanley Cup future list. Do you take the Caps serious as a team that could, at least win the East or get to the Stanley Cup final?
I don't think odds makers take them as seriously as they should be. It's not like it's a team that hasn't won before. It's not like a team where it's not led by guys like Ovechkin and like Tom Wilson who have gotten there. There is some banged up injuries within, I mean, maybe some goaltending, but like the books love Carolina, and they always have. When you have a consistent team that wins year in, year out with a coach that's the same, it's such an easy thing for the books just to get it. And so many people talk this year, like, why is Carolina such a big favorite constantly? Because their sample size has been so long and nothing has really changed too much. But on the other side, I mean, Dallas, Florida, kind of the way it's going, like Dallas is without Barkov right now. Dallas is playing without Ekblad, without Kachuk. Like they haven't been at full strength yet. That's a dangerous team. And I'm a Toronto guy. And the sole importance of Toronto winning the division is so that they don't have to play one of the Florida teams right now. And they can play Ottawa. That is massive because you don't want to go see Vasilevsky, who is one of the best all time, even though they do have his number. And John Cooper, you don't want to face him. And you certainly don't want to face a team that's added Brad Marchand and will get a healthy Matthew Tkachuk for a playoff run. So those two teams are dangerous. And I think that's kind of where the Washington thing is. You have to rate Florida so high, but someone like Washington and even like Winnipeg on the other side, there's a little value for it. But it's a playoffs, man. Winning 16 games is such a grind. And you got teams like St. Louis out of nowhere, just 11 games in a row. I love them. I'm driving that bandwagon right now. I think it's wide open.
Amazing. Could this be the year for Toronto? I mean, you're right. I mean, it sets up, with Cinderella Washington, Carolina stinks on the road. I mean, if not this year, then when? I mean, no.
I think you have to get to the dance. I think in hockey, more so than any other sport, you have to get there and get punched in the face. You have to be Edmonton and lose game 7. You have to know what it takes to win 14 games in the playoffs, not win 6 or 3. It's different. They just don't have that experience. And it's a chemistry. It's a blueprint thing for sure. And if they do, amazing. And I'll be here for the ride, and it will be one of the best sporting experiences I have as a hometown team because I haven't really enjoyed anything like that in my lifetime. But I know it just doesn't go that way. And like I said, you need to be Edmonton, you need to be Dallas, you need to be Vegas, who have gone there and know what it takes to win, because Toronto just doesn't have that.
Well, I mean, Cam's coming up next. Cam Stewart, he's a Toronto guy through and through. It's his birthday. We'll mention that. But are you excited about the Blue Jays, at least? Is there any hope for them this season? Challenging. I mean, everybody's talking about the Yankees being down a little bit. Everybody's on the Red Sox being up, but Blue Jays make the playoffs this year. What do you think?
I like, man, Baltimore looks good. Boston, all of a sudden, I mean, Devers is not 0 for 23 anymore. Once that lineup gets going, like, Christian Campbell is dirty. Like, he's hitting 7-6 right now. He'll be that guy hitting in that 5 spot, maybe. There's a lot to like with Boston. And it's such a fun division right now. The overs are hitting. Baltimore moved the fences up. Like, there's a lot to like within that division. It's just a really fun division for everybody but Tampa Bay, obviously, outside of playing in the Trop. Outside of the Trop. As a fan, no, I think we kind of got off to a hot start. The bottom of the lineup, it's not where it is. I think we have a bunch of replacement players in the 7, 8, 9 spots, and I know some big fans will be like, but. And Vladdy hasn't gone deep yet. That's crazy. There are some issues, right? They were talking about he was going to get his $500 million today, but haven't seen it.
Are they got to resign him? By the way, Chicago did pull the goalie. Minute 40 left, and Ovechkin's on the ice.
Oh, he'll be on the ice for the entirety of it.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's standing. It's probably a pretty cool scene. That's got to be pretty cool scene. Are they going to sign him, resign Vladdy, or trade him?
No, they'll have to resign him within the year. It's is that it? Is that the Ovi goal?
Is that it?
I see pink chance right now. Did I just win a bunch of money?
Wow.
We all know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino. But playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour. But online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions. 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
Rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of
18.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Here's the question. Ooh, wow, you almost got it. Will Washington pull the goalie now that they're up 2? I got the game on here, Dave. Scott and Dave welcoming our good buddy Cam Stewart, looking a little hockey. So Ovechkin, they got an empty netter, but it wasn't him. It was Ryan Leonard who got his first career goal. So now they're up 2, 5-3, and I got the game on. They're treating this like this is Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals and a tie score. I mean, they are just like pressed. So will you pull the goalie? What do you think, Cam? You're up.
You know what, Scott? Actually, I know your opposite picks and thoughts. Why not? Who cares? The guy, I thought, I got to be honest with you. I'll give Craig Button from TSN a lot of credit. Like, he came on the show last night. Ovi's getting 3 at home against the Blackhawks. I'm like, I think he might get 1 or 2. Like I was thinking, but you know what I mean? That's the thing. They're possessed right now. You know what, Scott? Why not? But remember that bet. So who are they playing next? Who does Washington play next?
Islanders.
Washington
At the Islanders.
Oh, that's perfect. You know what? Right in front of you. Hey, Kurtz, go to the game and watch Alex Ovechkin create history against your Islanders. Hey, that sounds like a winner for me.
You know what he should do? He should send a ticket to you for your birthday. Happy birthday today, 4/4. Big birthday for you, Cam. Congratulations. Yeah, he should send you a ticket, bring you down, go to the game. You could be there to witness history. Does Ovechkin get the goal on Sunday?
Yes. He almost got it tonight. Dave, we've been betting him every night. Like I thought he might get 2 tonight max. I wasn't even thinking hat trick. Like a lot of people were though. They're like Chicago at home. The Washington atmosphere is ruckus. As Wetzel said, like I haven't seen these guys this jacked up since like they won the Stanley Cup versus Vegas. Like this is unreal. Hey, it's a big deal. The great one was on.
They do have a home game. They do have a home game against Carolina. So maybe little Hank Aaron action, and you can't not play him, I suppose. But he could feign an injury or something. Try as hard as he could. Then
I'm not Wetzel. He plays. Okay, like, what are we doing here? Pull.
He's a hockey player. Playing.
Wetzel, what are you talking about? This isn't a ringette league. The guy's out there. He's gonna play. Okay. I love it. Dave, don't you love Scott Wetzel?
Is there a worse hockey? And listen, I live here, but it's not the Rangers. It's it's the Islanders. You might as well be doing this against the Vancouver Canucks, for goodness sakes. I mean, who cares?
Morency line 1. Yeah, no, actually, that performance versus Seattle was goddamn. That was so pathetic. That was so pathetic.
God.
Yeah, no, even my girlfriend's like, I like that jersey, and he's got the same last name, Shane Wright. Like my last girlfriend's last name's Wright. I go, yeah, I'll get you a Kraken jersey. Good work. As I look at my bets, Vancouver needed in the parlay. I had SJ Sharkey +1. I warned you guys. Me and Gabe talked about one thing, and this is the best angle for betting hockey. It doesn't happen all the time, but this is very important, people. Don't think the backup goalie is a negative. It's a positive.
Right.
You play, you do everything right. You know what? Hellebuck was run into the ground. The Carolina Hurricanes beat the Leafs with a Zamboni driver.
Yes, they did.
That's all I need to do, David Court. That's my opener. And they won with a Zamboni driver. You win, Cam. Like, it's one of those things. It's like even when the goalie's bad, it's just one of those things. And Comrie, I got to give this guy a lot of credit. He's bounced everywhere. Rochester Americans, Tommy will tell you, like, he was a bad goalie with the Sabres, but he's on the Jets, and you know what? They played their asses off for him. So, you know what? I think it's a great angle. People think the opposite of what you should be thinking. I bet on backup goalies. You'll win more than you lose.
A gambler game only coming up in baseball tonight on the West Coast. Cleveland is at the Angels. I don't know. The Blue Jays didn't score. I was going to ask you if you think the Reds are going to score.
That was heartbreaking.
Oh, man.
Because
the Reds haven't scored yet.
Yeah, I'm like,
you got a birthday play in this game?
No. Hey, Cam, how's your Toronto teams doing? The Pistons up 8. Jays can't score against the Mets. I go, that should have been. But I'm thinking maybe it's my day today, especially after what happened with the golf yesterday. But that was tough to watch. I got to be honest with you, Dave. Like, I got so many things going in horse racing and golf right now. Like, I don't even know what to do with this baseball game. And that's those are things that are working for me. But you know what I would take? I would Soriano and Williams 8. What do you over?
My first thought is under.
Oh, you like the under?
I do. I do, only because of the lineups. If they don't get to the starters, the bullpen for the Angels has been excellent. And obviously Cleveland's one of the best in the league repeatedly. So if this isn't like 3-3 by the 5th or 6th, it's going under, unless it's tied and it goes extra. Wow, what a cool thing. They let Ovi go back out and recognize that he tied the record. That was
it's amazing. Cool. They had an interview with the great one. He goes, that's what happened. when I talk to when Gordie Howe and like whatever, like he's just talking to the Washington broadcaster. It's like, yeah, it's a generational thing. And I got to be honest with you, it's amazing. Gabe and I talk about this on our show a lot. Ovi used to be hated, but if you're in the know, he should be respected. He does so many things. He's a physical player, longevity, all the things that he did. Sure, he gets a few empty netters and stuff like that, but look what Alex Ovechkin has done for the NHL, for like people not in North America and stuff like that. He's amazing, and he's tough as hell too. Remember when he first came in the league? He used to hit guys like Scott Stevens did. He'd put him out. So I got to give this guy a lot of credit for what he's done for the league. He's an amazing hockey player, and I have respect for guys like Crosby, Ovechkin, guys who can play at this level when you get older. That's special to me. Incredible. I don't care what you did when you're young. I care about what you do when you're old. And that's the whole thing. These guys are amazing. They're absolutely stellar.
He's got over 40 goals. He's got more goals than his age. How many times has that happened?
Yeah, no, it's like, remember in golf, I shot my age. Arnold Palmer. Yeah. Remember, he shoot like a 71 when he said, like that's the whole thing. Like, great call by you, Wetzel. That's exactly it. Like, if you have more goals than your age, you're the best.
He's still 50 short if he comes to playoff goals. That's the week down.
We're not going to do that thing, Jim.
Coming up.
We all know nothing beats the energy of playing live roulette in a casino, but playing roulette online sure does have its perks. At the casino, you'll average 40 to 50 spins per hour, but online, you're looking at 100 to 150. The more spins, the more chance of wins. Now, go get lucky. See you in Las Vegas. Let's get lucky.
4 number ones, 4 champions. 4 teams that battled and clawed their way here. But here's the thing about 4 number ones. Only one can truly be number one.
Incredibly difficult.
When the stakes are highest, there's only one place to get all your betting insights. SportsGrid. We've got you covered until only one remains. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that roof. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple of
18.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. That's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
All right, welcome back in Game Live. Game Day here on the grid. Final segment. Thanks to Cam Stewart for joining us as he always does. Happy birthday to Cam. The big 5-0 with all the stuff going on with Ovechkin. Didn't get a chance. We really should have to wish him a happy birthday. Good man. So we have a no-hitter watch as well going on, Dave.
Whoa!
Top of the 7th. I'll give you one guess. You probably only need one guess to figure it out. Cincinnati Reds.
Oh my goodness.
Through 6. They've now gone 34 straight innings without scoring a run, and now tonight there being no hits. You realize they've had 9 hits in now 3 games plus 6 innings. Teams get 9 hits in 1 game. And they might not get 10 hits in 4 games combined. Can you imagine if they get no hit tonight? Wow.
Incredible, because they're getting good pitching performances. I mean, that's tough where, I mean, I just know from, coaching the girls and the softball and all this other stuff. When you're in this team slump like this, you have to manufacture a run somehow. Bunt, get on, hit the ball the other way, whatever you got to do. It's incredible that in Major League Baseball, they haven't scored a run in 3 days and now they're getting no hit. This is, you can't even make it up. Boy, that's a tough look right there. I'd say they're going to get a hit. I think they're going to get a hit. They're not getting no hit. They're not, no way.
They only had 2 yesterday, 3 the day before that, and then 4 the day before that. That's 15 runs the game before that. So it's like it just like fell off a cliff. I mean, it just
that doesn't make any sense at all. That's crazy. You were at a no-hitter, right? That's my dream. I've never been at a no-hitter. That's infamously you still have a piece of memorabilia from that no-hitter, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Called my
Do you know where it's at right now?
He says, let's talk. So he's interested.
Do you know where it's at right now? Seriously, in the house, do you have an idea where it's at? Okay. All right.
I do. I have not looked at it in a long time. I got a box with a bunch of that stuff. It's right in my next office.
Okay. And the wife hasn't touched it. It's not moved. You know where it's at.
No. That's my getaway money. Yeah. I'm thinking.
Oh, you have one of those?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Put my referee money in that. I got my referee check coming in a couple of weeks. That's my getaway money. All right. Yeah, that's the getaway.
You got a big referee game this week? You got a big weekend ahead of you?
No, it starts up again next week. We're done with the high school stuff. Okay. That all ended. Now it's the AAU season, and that picks up next week. So I'm actually off this weekend from the referee. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'll be on the grid all weekend then. You're working?
I'll be on the grid. Got Joe Madden and myself tomorrow 3 to 6, and then me and Joe on Sunday 3 to 7. So I'm kind of glad he didn't get the 12:30 start for Sunday game with the Islanders for the Capitals. So I was thinking maybe that would be on, but the game will basically be over. So I got a little fun. But I'm figuring if I can get the Steiner to get Jim Abbott to sign that, maybe Jim says, "Ooh, that's pretty cool. I want that. How much for you, Jim?" We'll just add a couple of more zeros. I was there, brother. Yeah. I got the ticker. 5,000, 10,000.
You think?
Might be my ticket.
I'll go under. I think under. I think under. I mean, I hope you can still read the ink on that thing. It was a dot matrix printer. Kids, look it up. I mean, it was a dot matrix printer. It was very loud, made that noise, whatever.
The background.
Yeah, right. Wins. So listen, this would be our last time together before the weekend. They got to hit good. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
What is the matchup on Monday? We're off on Monday. The boys will have everything for the game with Bracket Central. But what is the matchup on Monday? Straight up, who's playing who on Monday night?
Yeah, Florida versus Duke. I'm going chalk. I gave that stat out before. One time in the last 20 years has a team heading into the Final Four not been the number 1 or 2 choice win it all. So when they reseed things or with odds in Vegas, the top 2 teams have won 19 of the last 20. It's got to be one of those 2 teams. And I think ultimately, I've been saying it all year long, I'm going with Duke, Dave. And I think they cover tomorrow.
Auburn and Duke. That's going to be the matchup on Monday. The book's got to get one dog to win the game outright. I can't take it. All my buddies are crying. It's the worst madness ever. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, amazing. Have a great weekend, Dave. Talk to you guys over the weekend, folks.